Good evening, everyone. Good to be here, isn't it? I 8th annual Hall of Fame banquet. I think JR hit it right. Just being in this room with everyone together is a blessing. So I want to offer my appreciation and welcome to all of you, and I want to start by acknowledging our distinguished guests and our inductees, just as JR just did. So we're graced today by trustee and senator retired Anthony Scardino Sr., not to be confused with what I just heard the other day is a beacon of light for all students to see. He knows who I'm speaking about. Senator Scardino will be inducting Sister Teresa Mary Martin. And I said Senator retired, and as you may know, I'm retired from the Navy, and I think we need to work on it. I don't think we understand the concept of retirement. And Attorney Leo McGee, and it's a pleasure to have you here. And our President Advisory Council member, Susan Berlucci, thank you. Central Athletic Collegiate Conference Commissioner, Mr. Dan Mara. And former AD Bob Simmons, who will be accepting the induction for Sister Teresa Mary Martin. Her AD, and they built this ship together. And our good friends of Sister Teresa Mary Martin, Tony and Russo, I think is here. And I met Sister Teresa Mary Martin's niece this evening, Lucky. There are many other folks, and everyone keeps telling me, I can tell you stories about Sister Mary Martin. So are you supposed to tell stories about none? I'm not sure I'm supposed to listen to that. And our Felician sisters who are graced us with their presence today, I don't think I have them all here. I met them, they were right there at that table right in front of me. Sister Alicia Podolsky, Sister Antonelle Junca, Sister Juanita Armstrong, who is returning duty to the Board of Trustees. Thank you, Sister. And Sister Mary Patricia Kennedy, who is in our nursing center. And I could not forget Father Tom. And thank you, Father Tom. Father Tom says Mass here weekly. And as you know, I started last year, and Father Tom was saying Mass with me once a week. And now I've noticed he's gone twice a week. I'm starting to think, yeah, he knows I need a lot of help. So as I look out, as I said, I'm taken aback to where we were last year, where we were, this campus is empty as I looked out the windows, and now I'm surrounded by students, laughter, music, all those things that we can sometimes take for granted. And I've come to appreciate every moment that we can share with others, and particularly learning and meeting new friends. And it's making me understand this pandemic, we should treat every day as a celebration. And tonight is a great celebration that we have to recognize the athletic accomplishments of some of our Golden Falcons. And I didn't say former because, as the Marines say, once a Golden Falcon, always a Golden Falcon. Falcon is perhaps the most athletic of all the birds of prey, so I think it's very appropriate this evening that we're here acknowledging these accomplishments with the Golden Falcon as our mascot. Our inductees were just mentioned, so I won't mention those again, except for I didn't hear the head coach's name. Dave DeFerrari, another coach, is here, and assistant coach, who is now the head coach, Ivan Lewis. So I'm certain I'll be seeing my championship very soon. No pressure, coach, just saying. And Brad Forestieri, an assistant coach, and I didn't meet Brad earlier, but I hope he's here to enjoy this moment. I'd like to acknowledge the players on that team. In 2009 and 10 men's basketball team: Andrew August, Mike Edgehill, Todd Fleming, Kashif Foster, Saquon Gary, who I met earlier as a detective in Patterson. Anthony Green, Ethan Kennedy, who I met earlier as well, Ryan Mosley, Antoine O'Berry, who's already in the Hall of Fame, C.T. Williams, and who I've been told is Mr. Felician, Mr. Devin Young, who's the captain of that team. He's also already in the Hall of Fame. And Ralph Jasili was the manager, Rosa Meji, also a manager. It's good to share this evening with you and acknowledge the achievements of these athletes. This is my first formal hosted event as Felician president, and the first that we've had in this facility. Not quite ready to do a grand opening yet, but it's a pretty nice place to be. And being here as president, I found it's pretty cool. I've only been one for a short time, so I'm not ready to report a lot yet. But I'm thinking being a university president might be kind of like being a superhero. And I say this because of my experience in the Navy as a Navy admiral. Now, you may not believe this, but it's true. When I was promoted to my first star as an admiral in the Navy, I experienced a magical transformation. I'm not kidding. After being promoted, I noticed that people found everything I said to be brilliant. Genius level was amazing. Every joke I told was absolutely hilarious. Every story I was told was absolutely profound and changed people's lives. The best part was that everyone had decided that I had miraculously become so much more handsome and powerful. And of course I knew all this stuff well before I was promoted. But that one star seemed to have magical powers. So I figured, if all that can happen for a mere admiral, what kind of superpowers do I have in store for me as a university president? That's just a hint to you vice presidents and deans, in case you're listening. But more seriously, I have a deep appreciation for athletics. Athletics has been a part of my life since I was 7 years old. And my dad was my first coach. There's good and bad in having your dad being your coach. Practice never ends. From that age and the succeeding 16 years after that, I was involved in formal athletics and training and competition and learned so much. The things I learned on the basketball court, the necessity to work beyond one's limits and exceed that limit to take you to the next level and then push past that level to the next. The necessity in team sports of subordinating yourself to the objectives and goals of the team to understand what it means to be a true teammate. The necessity to really hear criticism and to learn the key lessons of a loss. That while you will face defeats in life, you must never allow your spirit to be defeated. To experience the joy of victory and to embrace the humility that should come with the joy of victory. These are the things that have animated my life, that have given me the confidence to take on challenges beyond the court. And I'm certain that the men and women in this room who have participated in athletics would agree. The understanding that potential means nothing if you are not fully exploiting every ounce of it, and then assisting your neighbor, your teammate, to do the very same. Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get hit. And how true that is. Athletics, whether you rise to the level of a Hall of Famer, or whether you were a practice player, athletics teaches you that you can take the hit and keep moving forward. Something a very famous coach and leader of men said has stayed with me since the day I heard it. He said, do not let what you do stand in the way of what you can do. The individuals we honor tonight did that very thing. They did not let obstacles, no matter what they were, stand in the way of achieving their goals and those of their teams. As a final matter, This university owes Sister Teresa Mary Martin a profound debt of gratitude for the many things she has done. But her foresight in establishing Felician University Athletics opened the door to so many who have crossed the threshold of this university to achieve success well beyond these halls. She was the fourth and longest serving president of Felician College University, oversaw the purchase of this very campus, including this gymnasium, started the athletics program, as you heard, expanded to 10 sports, joined the NCAA and CACC by her retirement, and was called home to her arrest on December 16, 2019. As I said, in this hall tonight, we owe her our sincere appreciation for her selfless service. So I'd ask that we take a moment to give silent thanks for the blessing that Sister Teresa Mary Martin was and remains to this university. Thank you.